like the layers of the part I've been playing for you. Used to be so easy. Now I get queasy when things start going wrong. And in this life we all know that the starting is the hardest part. Do you believe me, or even see me as I fall apart? I tried my best to imitate, but it's hard to leave the ground when you're stuck staring down. I'm just the bustle in the crowd.
It's 1 raw egg, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire, salt, pepper, and 2 dashes of Tabasco.
Ah, perfect. And just in time for us to go live, so brownie points to the first viewer who guesses what we're discussing. Right there. We welcome everybody to today's session of the night Thorns. Or starting out late today due to me celebrating my 40th birthday yesterday and not being combat effective until a bit later than usual. Today, but we are going to get it on, and we will go straight to the recap of last session, starting with the one, the only, the kobold with the plan, the master of disaster, the Lord Wizard of Hummingfordshire, Eody himself.
Yes. It was a very RP heavy session last time. Lots of chit chatting with Abby's and lots of planning for the future. We struck out. We're planning to do a big old ambush to fight some orcs. Maybe a necromancer. Maybe some necromancer orcs. It's hard to say. We went through a town that was pretty messed up. And yeah, I'll pass it over to Mador.
Yeah. Well, start off with us at the Abbey trying to get things done. Um, runes on stuff. Uh, Aberdeen and Bridget, I think, or Bernadette, came running in, pleading with Eody and Medora about a village that was under attack, and that half a lot of the horde that they had was saving to hire us is being taken by these orcs. So when Eody heard her horde, it's like, okay, glad. Again, was a big heavy RP session. Uh, we are at the outskirts of this castle, only one way in, and we're looking to possibly plan an ambush in the village for when, if they come out at night. Otherwise, we'll pass it on to Marisol.
Yeah. So after we talked and discussed and ended up being the big damn hero we should be, according to me at least, we decided to head out for the Castle Montfort. We found out that it was taken by the Greenskins. We found some survivors in the ruins, and they are few and far between as they are eating them. So we definitely need to deal with that. We found ourselves a nice place to rest and have decided to make a ambush in town, waiting for the people to come out. Maybe Leo can tell us more about it.
Yes, the Greenskins have been eating the undead because apparently they've had a really bad time with them, being chased away from where they were living before. Um, so we think they're going to come out and prey on the few people remaining in the village. So we found a badger's den, made a nice little hide out of it. Some people decided to stay in the wagons instead, but these things happen. And we're waiting for the Greenskins to come out so we can mug them and reduce the numbers. Not a lot else to add, but I think Estrella does.
Yes. So, Estrella, when we were still at the Abbey, had the idea, as we are up against undead, let's build some bombs against undead. So, with Iodi's help, they created 2 bombs with holy damage, so positive damage. Which made her really happy. After they were done with that, Brigitte and our yeah, names. Okay. Never mind. They came in asking Aodi to help them save Brigitte's village When Estrella walked out behind the two ladies, she saw that they were giving each other a high five, and they quickly ignored Estrella when she pointed out to them that they knew how to play with Yodi really well. Before she went down to Yodi, she met a stranger, apparently a hunter for slaves. As his name is Matthias Klavenjäger. And apparently, he knows something about Estrella's past, which put her on edge until he gave her information about someone she apparently hates with her whole heart, who is supposed to be with the greenskins we are about to hunt. So she decided to trust him for the moment. She did not tell the group about this encounter, but she told them that there was a very brutal ex-officer in the enemy's camp, so they would probably be knowledgeable about tactics and not just a roaming band of bandits. So we have to be careful. That's why also a reason why we decided to set up this ambush. Zara.
Yeah, so basically the entire party is high on hero juice and they just want to save the day for free, and that's terrible. How are we supposed to build our own castle if we keep working for free? Other than that, it was a lot of miscellaneous side quests given out. We're looking for missing members of the Abbey and a magical tree and all kinds of cool stuff. I'm excited for the ambush we're about to lay, so that we don't go charging into our death into the castle full of undead orc butchers or whatever they are. Maybe Edamir can tell us about some of these side quests since he got one of them.
Yeah, I just, talk to a fellow druid dog, have to track down a sacred tree, see if it's okay. If not, bring back a branch, I get a staff. Typical druid stuff. Preacher?
Well, not entirely free. We have a letter of commendation, a recommendation that will enable us to prove our worth in higher bidding later on. So it's a future promise. So yeah. But we also got a couple of distinct other things. A artifact that we will be able to hold on to that will be very useful against the undead, since we're having some issues hurting them properly. As well as a couple of other things like the monk that we're supposed to try and find or rescue had some item that might be useful for me as well. And was I the last one? I think I was. Sugar.
Right, back to it. You are planning your ambush, so I'm gonna share the map of the village with you all, so that you can kind of do that, do that, plan the thing with the stuff. Yes.
Which direction is the mighty castle?
That would be north. So I'm gonna just place you all out on this map so that you can kind of move to where you want to be. At. I've got a bit of lag on Fancy Grounds today. I don't know why. So let's hope it doesn't turn out to be a huge ish as time goes by.
The most traps in close proximity could be set down in the south half of the village, as the buildings are closer to each other. That could thin out the enemy's numbers better for us to take them out.
They might spread before they get there. I think the best way would be to catch them as they're grouped up coming towards the village.
then one would trip over my trap and the rest would ignore it. I can try to set up traps in a few different spots, so if needed, you can run there, jump over the trap, and they will fall into it.
That sounds like it would work better than trying to hide around the buildings and accidentally tripping a trap.
Hey Shago, this north westerly building right here, is that like intact or is it ruins?
It's mostly intact, but you can see the windows are broken and the door's been kicked in, and the floor in there looks dodgy due to probably fire. You
Is there
could
a window
probably
on this east
be in
side?
there. On the east side, yeah. So you could definitely fight out from there if you wanted to.
Okay.
That one, is it a 2-story house?
No, none of these are 2 stories. Some of them are the T-shaped ones are quite tall, but this doesn't look like a hamlet that's been able to afford 2-story houses.
So, I don't remember drawing mode. Okay. I will put a few lines where I would like to set traps.
Mm-hmm. What kind of traps are you setting?
Just simple tripping.
Okay.
So when they trip, hopefully they will fall down and give us an advantage.
So just some trip lines, basically. Yeah, that works out.
Yeah, that's all.
Oldie but a goodie.
Trying to place one in each quarter. So one over here. Next one would be between these 2 houses. So the ones running from them can choose either direction to run to.
Ooh, let's see. Yeah, what color are you using for your traps?
Black. Can you not see them?
Maybe you could use a brighter color for the traps.
I don't know how to change the color on the map itself.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna have to live with black.
One down here, right of EOD, between the shed and the house. And the last one is more difficult because I don't have a good anchor point for the second one. So that would be between the Mador has to be careful here, I guess, because it will be between the fence here and the corner of the house. So I guess that's 4 crafting skill rolls, right? Or do you say it's so simple I can just succeed?
It's so simple that given the time available, it's not going to be an issue for you to string some tripwires.
Perfect, thank you. And myself, I am hiding.
Of note, to change your drawing color, you have to change your dice color. It's under the same menu.
Okay, good to know. I am hiding, I guess, around here. Should give me a good overview.
Which way are they coming from? Like, which way's the castle?
Castle's north. Oh wow, Estrella's pretty certain she's well hidden. She's gone
I
full.
try to find a higher, an elevated position that I can lie with my rifle.
I can lend you my climbing kit and you can get on top of a roof.
I'm not sure I need a climbing kit to get on one of these roofs, but yeah, if I need it, then definitely.
You wouldn't take fall damage if you fall down because of some reasons.
Well, there's plenty of areas that could give you an elevated position. Where would you want to be going? That's the question.
On top of that one, perhaps?
Hmm. That, for example, is fully doable.
You can take Lyrian off of the table.
Copy that.
And I am going to turn into a tree.
Ah. Well, that's definitely going to make life more difficult for the enemy.
Transform into a large tree. Perception checks don't reveal your true nature, but a successful nature or survival check against my spell DC reveals that you appear to be a tree that is strangely new to the area.
Very well. Very well. That leaves Preacher finding himself a hidey hole.
Yes, I was about to ask, how much time do we have before we estimate they might come down?
Well, you
They
can
might
hear.
not.
You can actually hear troops marching towards you.
Okay, in that case, I am going to move and hide. Let's see now.
And the barking of some very nasty form of canine.
Where's the openings in this building that I'm moving myself to?
That's just the doors next to EOD. It looks like just a detached shed, basically.
Mm,
So there are two doors on EOD's side there.
Chuggy, Leo would like to put himself on the back edge of that roof there. Do I need to make an athletics roll? Or...
Nah, just remove your moving thing because I can't click it for some reason. I'll move you up there. Move you up there.
Thinking you.
all right, then I'll simply stay on this edge here.
Right, next to the tripwire. So is Mador hidden, or is he just kind of standing on that corner with his?
Is that a partial wall?
No, it's a full wall, but the moment somebody comes down to like that area there, they'd be able to.
I know,
shoot right
but
onto it.
I'm gonna try and maintain my quietness here. I can try and stealth up, but I don't
Yep.
have good stealth. But
You're just kind of hugging the wall, crouching down, using the shadows, and being surprisingly stealthy, actually, for Mador.
I realize it goes by my dexterity. Get around the corner to see if I can get idea on how many numbers are coming down with my dark vision.
Give us a perception roll, please.
Do you need stealth from me just lying on the roof there quietly?
No problem.
I don't think I'd need a stealth from Marisol there. She's a fair ways away from the ingress point of the enemy and behind full cover, basically, as long as she's lying prone. Yeah, you're gonna estimate they're somewhere between 12 and 15. And there's at least a couple of really big guys coming.
Can I see anybody in my party near me that can see me?
Well, that would be Leopold and Marisol, basically. Actually, no.
If they don't have dark vision, they may not be able to see me.
They don't have line of sight either because there's a huge honking tree there. So that would basically be Edamir and Zara, looking out through the window. I can kind of see you.
I don't know if Zara can see me, but I'm gonna do 5, 10, 15. Point up the road, the way they're coming down.
I'm going to start placing these things out. You can see now there's There's 3 ogres, a fair amount of orcs, and 1 hobgoblin with a very patched, battered samurai armor. Obviously, not very new or well kept. Marching, the orcs are marching in 2 columns. Well, to an orcish given degree of marching, of course.
Are they talking?
Yes, do you understand them?
Yes. I can
Well,
speak orc.
You can hear the orcs going, yeah, the wolves should help us sniff out food for what's his name? That's the wrong notebook. Where's the right notebook?
Do you mean Vielfraß?
Yeah. Should help us sniff out food for Vilfras. And we have one of his chefs here joining to try to find the enemy. Get those direwolves working. And then they're like, who's this guy? Well, you can hear them mumbling like this. What's the hobgoblin doing here? Oh, don't be a fool. He's one of Vilfras's favored mercenaries. You don't want to piss him off. See. You can see the hobgoblins carrying a very, very well-crafted spear with a deep, bright red shaft. And the head formed almost like an eagle's beak. Probably as good for slashing as for sticking somebody with it. It's got soot around the upper part of the haft and the blade itself. All right, spread out. Start looking for food. And yeah, they're gonna start breaking formation. But yeah, that direwolf is starting to sniff its way over towards Estrella. It's looking for her, but it's even with the nose, it's kind of struggling to place exactly where she is. Let's see. The other one is sniffing its way over. Well, no, the ogres move up. The other direwolf sniffing its way over towards Zara. While the ogre chef, ogre line cook, walks up to Tridamir and drops its britches.
Rude.
See the orcs now starting to spread out to follow different ogres and the hobgoblin.
Are we gonna do initiative? Because I want to throw a fireball at these guys.
Okay, in that case, you control fireball. I was just waiting for one of you to decide to act.
Okay. So Eody pops his head around the corner right here and points his finger at the ogre. And I would like to drop a fireball in between all of these gentlemen here.
Very well.
Right
Things
there.
are about to get extremely loud, extremely fast. Let's see.
It's a 30-foot burst, so it should hit all of these guys.
That is going to get every It's not going to get the direwolf or the furthermost ogre away, but everybody else is about to eat fireball. Right.
Yeah, it's a basic reflex save against my DC.
What is the save DC set?
Should be
Mine
21.
is 21.
21. Gotcha. Oof. Wow, the flub. Oh, Danny boy, the flubs are calling. Well, you're gonna be definitely gonna be injuring a lot of them. But not a single enemy actually dies. Right. I'm gonna have to make some rolls. The rest of you can start kind of grabbing and taking whatever initiative you want to. So I gotta see if these people are surprised or not.
I'm gonna shoot Hobgoblin.
Let's see. We're actually gonna have to go in initiative because not everybody is surprised. Some of them will be acting. Sorry about that. Both the direwolves seem completely caught by surprise.
Yeah, remember that I can use stealth for initiative in this case.
You can, that's true. That's gonna be Estrella first then.
Oh, cool.
Because you did have a 33 stealth.
Nice. Okay. So the wolf already knows my rough location. And I can hide from his nose right now, but probably not for long. I am going to sneak up on him and stab him, and then I want to retreat.
Okay.
For sneaking up, you need another stealth roll, or since he does not know where I am right now?
Give us a stealth roll.
Okay. Still pretty good.
Yeah, that's good enough. He doesn't actually manage to catch. He's caught a whiff of you, but he doesn't know where you are yet. Ooh. That is a good, solid critical.
That is a critical even. Nice. So let's see. So you got this, and you got... I couldn't roll any lower, right?
Not by a lot, anyway. You and Tolmar are struggling a bit with the...
Yeah, okay. So I was next to
There.
him here, and then I am going to retreat. And that is towards the corner of the house here.
Gotcha.
Because I know I have allies there.
All right, so that was Estrella. Direwolves are just kind of... But this one direwolf handler goes and runs after Estrella. He can definitely see her, and he's going to swing on her with his great club.
Yeah, I'm trying to swift dodge.
And Estrella dodges easily. The samurai goes, ambush! And he's going to move up here. Sees Eodi and is going to take a shot at him with his bow. He does not have a bow. Well, then he's going to yeet his spear at him. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, hum, hum. Son of a biscuit. He doesn't throw the magical spear. He throws a second, shorter throwing spear that sticks into the wall next to Iodi's head. But misses. And that takes us to Iodi.
Ooh-wee. I'm gonna chuck another fireball at the same place that I chucked the last one.
Okay, then. Now that is a much more respectable amount of damage. That is going to kill a whole heck of a lot of orcs. The poor bloody infantry getting it good from Iodi. As that fireball goes off and just charbroils all 8 of the regular orcs.
And then I will move to here with my last action.
Let's see. Dum, 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 dum. That's a lot of dead orcs. Leopold.
Okay, Leo will send Cherek down around the corner to help Strel, and remembering to jump. Does he need to make this in 2 moves? One down to the trap and then over it?
Yep, he's going to have to. Or he could try a DC 15 acrobatics to jump the trap.
There we go.
Well, in that case, he can do it in 1 fluid move.
That's 1. The other one, he's going to move up there.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then Leo will stand enough to see the samurai and hunter's marking.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think that's it.
That takes us to Mr. Preacher.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think this Estrella is in good hands with Cherek. But I did notice Eode having to duck back, so I do the exact opposite. Run up and hit this guy.
Yum. Yep.
Should leave him with 2 actions.
That should leave you with 2 actions. That is entirely correct.
So I'm going to hit him twice, I hope. With
Judy Chop. Yeah, those are 2 hits, sir. Man, Preacher hits like a truck. Yeah, you smack him twice. He's been smacked good. He knows it's been smackinated.
Very nice.
That man is not feeling the love from this party right now. And that takes us to Zora.
Excellent. Zara is going to make a duplicate of herself right here. And then she is going to swing her hammer at the dire wolf's head.
Go for it, sir. That is a hit. Oh. Yeah, that direwolf, it knows it's been hit.
And then for my third action, I'm going to cast Shield and give myself a +1 AC.
Not a bad call. Wait. When did you start casting spells? Okay, then. That's a question for later. Edamir.
I'm going to hold my turn. That is not the fire hydrant in front of me. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold.
Okay. Do you have anything you're waiting to happen so I know when you want to trigger your turn?
Mainly just waiting for more of the ogres to get into a line.
Gotcha. Okay, that takes us to Marisol.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper to my gun and then shoot this Sakuma Kazunari person.
Okay, then.
I'll go with the 13.
Yeah, that's a hit. $15 damage.
And 5 persistent fire damage. He's on fire now.
Yep, the fire does not seem to bother him.
Okay, I'm reloading.
Okay. That takes us to Mador.
Yes, the ogre right south of me.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get within range of my glaive, and I'm gonna swing on him.
Right, so down roughly there, I guess. Yep. Go for it, sir. That is a hit. That striking rune starting to pay off very early. And you do still have one more action. That's another hit. Another 10 damage. Oh. Yep, he's been poked pretty well. Ow. Now over to the one standing by Edamir. He's going to use one action to fasten his belt and suspenders. And then he's just going to step over and take a swing at Zara with the great axe. And Zara easily dodges that. Dang. The one that's been fireballed twice is kind of standing around going, "Way! What in the?" And yeah, is definitely surprised and kind of suffering from the double whammo of the 2 fireballs / flashbangs it's been hit with. And the other mess worker, however, is going to swing at Mador. That is 1 hit and 1 miss. Just managed to tag Mador with its ogre hook for 10.
Shaga, did you make that arrow? Because I can't remove it.
What arrow?
From where I stood to the middle. Yeah, there.
Okay. Well, it should be gone now. It's not on my map anymore.
It's on my map. I won't worry about it then.
Huh, weird. Okay, well, Fancy Grounds has been a bit weird today, so might just be one of those sessions where Fancy Grounds a bit
It wasn't even the direction I read.
And that takes us to the end of the turn, so if Edamir wants to take his turn this turn, that's going to have to be now.
Sure, I'll take it. I will end my tree form. And I'll just cast Electric Arc on the direwolf in front of me.
Okay.
And that should go to the handler.
Gotcha.
So basic reflex saves on them.
And that's a DC 21, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Direwolf's pretty agile, doesn't really. It managed to dodge the worst of it, but the handler, however, takes the full brunt. It's slightly cooked and probably pretty pissed off. And then Roran's coming out.
Yep.
Jumping out of
That'll
that
be it.
ruined thingamajigger. Okay, gotcha. Estrella.
Yes, I'm trying to tumble behind the orc in front of me.
Oof, he is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Well, that's fine. I will still have him cornered with Charek. So that will give me an attack bonus.
And he misses with the attack of opportunity.
All right. And then let's see if we can take him out.
That's it.
And since I have him with Charek, I can also do my sneak attack, right?
Yes. So that's a total of...
That's more like it.
There we are, stabinating.
And I will try to... No. Yeah, I'll try to attack a second time. I thought about if I should run again, but
Oof.
yeah,
Nope.
let's try to take him out. Yeah,
That
it would be a 12, but
Slide straight off of his armor. The direwolf that Estrella poked is pretty pissed off. It's gonna come running up. And hum. What's this do? Ooh. Shiny.
I'm certainly nimble dodge, so +2 on my AC.
Right. What is your acrobatics?
My acrobatics is +13.
Right. No, not acrobatics. Athletics. That's my bad.
Athletics is only a +7.
Yeah. So it runs up, headbutts Estrella in the back, knocking her over. So she is now prone. And then it's gonna bite her.
Ow.
And that is gonna be 12 points of damage for her.
Still manageable.
And she is grabbed in its jaws.
Okay. I will have to check one of my equipment.
All right. Well, that's going to be. While you check that, the other direwolf is going to try to. Bite Zara, and misses. Tries again. My lord, Zara just fending off an orc, a direwolf, and an ogre with no issues so far. The orc that's fighting, he's going to turn over to now prone Estrella and try to just smack her into next week with his two-handed club. That's a hit. And the second one, it's not a hit, but the first one smacks her for 13.
That hurts.
The one fighting Zara, it's going to take 2 swings at her. That is 1 hit. And a critical. Oof. So the hit hits for 7, and the critical for 13. Well, that wasn't too bad.
I'm going to use my reaction to pop my shield and reduce the damage I take.
Okay. So that reduces the critical to a regular hit.
No, it soaks 10
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, so that will take it from 13 to 3 on that critical.
So you said it was 7 and 3?
7 and 3, yeah, for a total of 10. And Sakuma Kusanari says something in Hobgoblinese. Nani? And his spear lights on fire as he starts attacking Preacher. For a miss. A miss. And a hit on the third one. Okay. That is going to be a total of 19 damage, 4 of them fire damage. That takes us to Mr. Iodi.
Oh, yes. Iodi would like to... I can't actually get there. Let me see. I will move to there. And then I'll do a little finger wiggle, and I'm going to do Ray of Frost on the ogre over there that's standing around looking all dumbfounded.
Yeah. Because, you know, frostburn on fire injuries is always so easy to treat.
Checks out.
However, the moment Iodi needs to roll to hit something, of course, he's in trouble. So that just hits the ogre's thick belt buckle, kind of cooling down its groin area, but not doing much else.
That's it.
That takes us to Leopold.
Okay. Well, Leo commands Charek to take 5-foot step to directly flank that orc in front of him and then attack.
Gotcha.
Apparently, I have done more damage than I thought. Quinn just realized that I have
But
not
it's
been...
Leopold's turn right now, so we'll take that on yours. Miss from Charek.
Leo is going to take a shot at the Sakuma.
Go for it. Ooh, that's not a critical, but it's a very solid hit.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay, and we'll give it another go.
Oh, rolled your damage. That one hits Preacher.
Sorry, Preacher.
Well, it's only 4. You know, kind of plinking, and you see it hitting his shoulder and then careening off into the darkness.
What is wrong with you?
No, that takes us to Preacher. Mr. Preacher, sing me a song. Remember to unmute before you go
Yes. So, obviously, since I'm on fire, I gather up more air and then hit this guy with a key strike. So let's see. Yeah, that's that one and this one.
That's a critical. And that's a miss.
Well, at least something. Oh, that failed. Why didn't that one go as critical?
Just try again.
No?
Huh.
Isn't it shift?
Hold shift.
Yes, and I did. There we go. Glitch, maybe.
Yeah, that's a completely different type of blow than what you were about to give there.
Yep.
Yeah, Preacher kind of gathers his key, gathers the fire in his body, and punches that guy straight in the chest. And you can see his innate fire resistance is working overtime to try to block the power coming from Preacher, but with a grunt of effort, Preacher overcomes it and pretty much blows out his entire back and spine over a 5-foot area behind him, and he falls down, very, very dead.
Happy to see my work. I realize I probably am on fire. I had 4 persistent, didn't I?
No, you did not. No, you just took fire damage. It's here.
Right. Then I move up to this guy, but I don't have any more attacks.
Yeah. Up to engage the ogre. We're off to see the wizard. The ogre is looking not only flabbergasted, but kind of terrified now, having seen that hobgoblin mercenary get splattered all over the road by one blow from Preacher. Zara, it's your turn, ma'am.
Zara is going to have a second version of herself right here.
Nyom.
And then she's going to swing at this direwolf.
Gotcha. Oh!
She's going to critically miss that direwolf.
Yeah, she swings straight into the very solid oak tree trunk, and her hands hurt like balls. So for the rest of the turn, she's going to have a -2 on attacks until she kind of gets the feeling back into them. That stings.
Excellent. Then the best option is to take a 5-foot step here.
Gotcha. Boom, boom, boom. That takes us to Edamir.
Okay. Move here. And I'm going to lightning bolt all the way down that line, 120 feet. Basic will saves from the 4 of them.
Oh, shit. Okay. What are you doing?
Lightning bolt.
Will? Not reflex?
It's reflex.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Well, he's not gonna enjoy this very much. That's a natural 1. And just roll your damage, sir.
Motherfucker's been waiting to throw this
I'll
fireball
probably do
for
that.
fucking months. This lightning bolt for months, man.
Nice. 2 1s. Unfortunate.
We cannot roll for
Right.
shit.
So, yeah. That direwolf now is kind of twitching and in a great amount of pain. The orc handler turns around and kind of tries to lean around the ogre to see what Edamir's up to, and takes that lightning bolt straight to the nose. And everything from his hips up is more or less disintegrated by the force of the electricity. Let's check the ogre line cook here. He seems to dodge the worst of it. But the poor ogre standing next to Preacher is instantly electrocuted and killed by the lightning bolts. And then it careens off of the wall a couple of feet in front of Yodi and goes off into the darkness in the west somewhere.
Zap.
That takes us to Marisol.
I also wanted Roran to move there if that's okay.
Yeah, no worries. He also gets an
Yeah.
attack, doesn't he? So, sorry,
No,
Marisol.
only if I command him.
Okay, then it's Marisol. My bad.
Then I turn my rifle around and try to hit this direwolf that is munching on Estrella. She looks like she could use the help.
Probably not wrong.
20?
That's it.
For 13.
13. Yeah, she Marsal shoots it in the flank, but it doesn't go down.
Then I reload
Yep,
and try to shoot again.
gotcha. Woof.
And I miss.
That's a miss. Not a critical miss, though, but a miss.
Nope. So it doesn't misfire, so nothing happens because this is not one of those shots.
Yep, Mador.
Well, swing, swing.
Just swing, swing, swing. That is a cool. That's a critical right there. That's a lot of dice. Yeah, Mador takes the head straight off of that ogre with a masterful swing at a glaive. The body thumps to the ground, stone dead.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head up to the ogre by Edamir.
See, yeah, it's gonna be a double move to get in range there.
That I'm not going right up to only
Yeah.
within range of my glaive.
Yep, I assumed as much. Right, so that thing is now threatened on all sides. Not super happy about the situation, but then again, what form is Edamir in right now?
My regular form.
So not fox form.
Yeah, not tiny fox.
No. Okay, I was curious. In that case, this thing is this ogre's got enemies on all sides. It's gonna take one swing at each of you. It's not really. Well, it's an ogre. They're not a lot of things, but master strategist is not necessarily one of them. Smacks Edamir for 10 slashing damage. Then it misses Roran. And it's gonna try to take a bite out of Mador, but he
has a
dodged
10-foot.
that.
He has a 10-foot bite reach.
Yes, he does. He tall. It's about 3 meters. That'd be 1.5 fridges in U.S. measurements.
Bad up a bite.
That takes us to Estrella, who currently is on the ground with her foot caught in a direwolf's
Not for much longer, I hope, because I want to activate my shark tooth charm.
Oh,
That's perfect for this situation.
what's that button do?
The trigger is that I try to escape using acrobatics, but I haven't rolled yet.
Mm-hmm.
And on success, I get a critical success. On critical failure, I get only a failure. And if I fail the acrobatics check, the creature must either release me as a free action or take 2d8 piercing damage.
Okay then. Roll your acrobatics, ma'am.
So either it succeeds and I get out, or hopefully he will just drop me because he doesn't want to get pierced.
Yeah, that's
Critical
gonna be a
success.
critical success. Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm out, and I want to. Yeah, I'm just going to run in a straight line over to the other house. I'm using this action to. Wasn't there a special action? How it's called to escape?
Yeah, disengage.
Yeah, disengage. Right. I want to disengage in a straight line over here.
Yeah.
You can take a 5-foot step.
But
Without
doesn't
provoking.
disengage also?
There's no disengage in this edition.
Oh, okay, they've removed it.
Oh.
Well, in that case, you're gonna have to 5 foot first,
Yeah, okay. Well,
so you can get 30 feet. Oh wait, that's gonna be over to there roughly. Is that something you're happy with?
yeah, and then I will try to get further towards Iodi, so I want to get over.
Oh, currently you are out of actions.
Oh, yeah,
You've escaped the grapple and then moved twice.
that's okay.
This direwolf, it is not done with Estrella. It is gonna follow her and do its level best to get her on her ass again, but it misses on the first attack with the jaws.
Yeah, and I try to nimble dodge again, of course.
And misses with the second attack of the jaws. Straight up not having a good time. The other direwolf is very, very, very pissed off. It's also very scared, but mostly pissed off. It's gonna try to bite Zara again. Nope. And on the second one. Nope. So Zara just easily fends off that direwolf. This Urk here, let's see. He's dead, so he's not going to be an issue. The other one, he's fighting Cherik, so he's going to smack him with his club. That is a miss. Some of my dice are even worse than you guys' today, so that's keeping this fight interesting, for sure. Yeah, he misses twice, going for Cherik, which takes us to the Yodi.
Okay, I will shuffle down here. Then I'm going to use my Wand of Continuous Missiles, isn't that what it's called? Wand of Manifold Missiles. And I'll do 2 action magic missile on the direwolf that's chasing Estrella.
Go for it, sir. Now, those are automatic hits, so just roll your damage. That direwolf, it can't do nothing against those magic missiles.
Pew pew!
Pew pew shoots out a fair chunk of flesh from the shoulder, actually. Taking us to Leopold.
And Leo will look down at Cherik and say, "Get him."
Ah.
Okay, so Cherik is attacking the orc.
Ark. Poof. That is a miss.
One more go. Oh, gee.
Ooh, wow. Cherik managed to, he attacks the orc, goes up on his hind legs, slips on a stumblebee that's flying past, takes a couple of steps back, and ends up on his ass after tripping on the tripwire on the other side of that building.
Okay. So Leo's just going to shoot him with the longbow. The orc, that is.
Right. That is a critical. Oh, that's a lot of dice. Yeah, Leo just shoots him straight through the head, and he's a goner. Dead before he even realizes he's been hit.
Thank you. It's all right, boy. You can get up now. He's going to take his last action shooting at the direwolf.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a hit. That direwolf is now very, very bloodied and tired. And that takes us to Preacher.
Have I got a clue what's happening south and north?
You've got a fair idea what's happening south. North, you don't really have great vision to right now, but you can hear a lot of fighting and growling and ogre bellowing up there.
Well, it seems that there's only one direwolf left in the south, so I'll run around here, basically, counting that I'm running slightly around, get a good angle on stuff, and I'll tackle the direwolf with my last action.
Go for it, sir.
Smackadoo.
That is. So let me check. That is a critical. Poor direwolf never knew what hit it, as Preacher just comes around and drives his fist straight through its forehead and into its brain.
Stay down.
I don't think it can hear you anymore. Okay, that takes us to Zara. Now having full feeling back in her hands after smacking that oak tree.
Zara's gonna move here, outside of the ogre's reach, and then make a duplicate of herself right here.
Okay.
And then she's going to swing at the ogre.
Smackadoodle. Or I believe it is whammo in your case. We're going to need a smackadoodle emote.
It's not a
for-
whammo.
Holy crap. Going to need a smackadoodle emote for
when I double crit fail.
Gonna need a smackadoodle emote for Preacher. Yeah, Sora moves up, takes a mighty swing at the ogre, steps into what's probably an underground stumblebee nest, overbalances, and finds herself on her ass in the cabbage patch.
Not the cabbage.
And that takes us to Edamir.
Okay, I will have a roaring attack and then command him to attack again.
Holy carp. Okay. Yeah, Roran is now prone. After jumping forward to save Zara from said stumblebee nest, getting a snout stuck, and then kind of going ass over tea kettle and landing on his back.
Then I will cast Produce Flame.
Right, let us see. Let us see. That is it. Starting to let's see, starting to injure that ogre, as you know, some serious burns on its upper body now after Edamir produces flame on it.
And that'll be mine.
Takes us to Marisol.
Yeah. So I see we have only 2 enemies left. And I know that Estrella is still struggling with that direwolf, so I'm gonna reload and fire.
Go for it. That's it. Yep, Marisol places a shot straight into the heart of the direwolf, and it just falls over, not really realizing what happened to it.
And then I'll reload and make sure I can see the other enemy from my roof.
That you actually do not do. There's a huge honking tree in the way. You do not have line of sight on that ogre.
Well, then I'll jump down from my roof and start running to get to somewhere I do.
Right. You gonna be moving carefully off that roof, or are you brave enough to try a DC 10 athletics as you jump down to get a full move?
I'm, of course, just jumping and hoping for the best. Ta-da!
Yeah. So that's another 15 you can move then. Yep. Marisol humping up, trying to get a line of sight on the ogre with her M16. And then it's Mador.
I'm gonna swing.
Actually, gun Marisol has more like an M14, I guess. That's it. Well, he tags that ogre in the calf. It's not dead, but it's definitely pissed off. That's another hit. And that's a third hit. Whew, boy. So, yeah, there's a flurry of blood as Medor goes all out on that ogre, hitting it twice with his glaive. It's not down, but it's definitely outclassed and gonna lose this fight very quickly if it can't pull around. It is the ogre's turn, so it is first gonna try to bite Medor. Give you an attack of opportunity, sir. As it lunges forward, and you guys are not the only ones rolling a lot of ones today. That's a critical on the attack of opportunity. Yeah, the ogre line cook kind of lunges forward to bite Medor, and he just takes its head clean off with the glaive. And that's the fight. Nothing left, no enemies left alive in town.
Estrella walks over to the dead ogre cook and spits on him.
Yep, it's not Vielfras, but it's one of his assistants.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Do I remember Cal talking about that spear was one of our bounties, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab that spear.
I want to take a look towards the castle. Is there some kind of activity going on over there?
Not any more than there was at the range you guys are at. Well, they might have heard the gunshots.
Yeah, I was
You're not
wondering
sure.
if there was somebody ringing a bell. Like,
Saw the 120-foot lightning.
The little explosions from a couple fireballs.
Yeah, you can be pretty certain that they at least know something happened out in this village.
We should be on the lookout then to see if they send out more people we can slaughter.
Head up a little ways and just keep an eye out with my dark vision.
Gotcha.
Zara's going to vomit into the cabbages and then start looting the bodies.
Yeah, these guys were they were coming out mostly to loot, and you can see they've got both manacles and a couple of just big burlap sacks that could probably fit a normal halfling, or a human cut into convenienced bite-sized pieces. So they haven't brought a lot, but you did pick up the magical spear, and the leather armor of the hobgoblin is also magical. It's got a +1 rune on it. And the
Estrella.
hobgoblin has 150 silver on it.
You said that was regular leather armor?
Regular leather with a +1 rune on it, yes.
Estrella is slumping down next to the tree, smiling at her wrist as her wristband, no, not wristband, a charm that she attached to her armor is just crumbling off, and she's just leaning on the tree and huffing.
Otherwise, going through just various and sundry trinkets on the orcs and the ogres and everything else, there's 13 gold and 26 copper.
Who wants to do medicine checks on hurt people?
I can try.
didn't you just go out and scout?
Yeah, I am. You're right. No, I'm not scouting. I'm just up the road a little ways, away from any type of lights, watching with my dark vision for anything's coming down the path.
I am stepping away behind the closest house and doing the wholeness of body. So I'm basically self-healing. So slight glow around me, and in about 20 minutes, I'm good to go.
Right. The gnome you talked to earlier is kind of shuffling in, looking like, oh, by the Gab's teeth, you killed them all. Maybe I can actually survive this. Oh, I don't know how to thank you all. Please accept this as a token of my esteem. And he offers a beautiful dagger with a rosewood handle and roses or the butt cap of the dagger carved into the likeness of a rose as well, and a nice purplish sheath, again with roses and hearts kind of stenciled into the leather to Estrella.
She looks up from treating her wounds.
This was the mayor's favorite dagger. It was, well, she called it the wealth of our hamlet. There's not a lot of hamlet left, is there? So I think you may put it to better use.
Thank you very much. I will honor this weapon.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Which way did you guys come from? Is it safe? Can I go that way and take what few villagers still live and try to get the seven hells out of here before, well, whatever's gonna happen now? I don't want to be here and see it.
Yes, my friend. We came from the Black Abbey. It is a day or so, maybe two, to the southwest.
The road there should be pretty clear, but stay hidden if someone rides past, unless you recognize them. Just in case.
Okay. Thank you all. You've given us a future, and you can see a handful of other humanoids, couple of halflings, a bunny folk limping on a bandaged leg, and two dwarves heavily bandaged, kind of get out of different hiding places and move off towards the Black Abbey.
Safe journey to you, my friends.
Have fun storming the castle.
I do not know that fun comes into it, but thank you anyway.
Right, so Estrella's binding wounds has healed everybody for 18.
Well, does there seem to be any... I asked Medora, does there seem to be any people coming from the castle now?
Do I see any movement from the direction of the castle?
Not currently, no.
Not at this time.
Well, then we should probably try to get some rest, I think. I at least needs it. I can't see in this darkness anyway.
Should only be 8 points of healing if you're not expert in medicine. There's no plus 10.
Okay. So only 8. Okay.
Right.
I have to level up that skill, it seems.
I just blame the druid. He's got wisdom.
Well, I casted a nature for it.
Well, if we're gonna rest, I think we need to keep an eye on the castle anyway.
I'll keep an eye on the castle.
Leopold, is Jarek okay? I saw him trip.
Yeah, he seems to be fine. Just a little youthful clumsiness, yeah? Says Jarek.
Oh, by the way, I think you left something over here. I go off and find the arrow or the remains of the arrow that I got stuck with on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's definitely just it's broken after hitting you.
I still return it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, preacher. Too enthusiastic with the follow-up.
No bother. Hardly a scratch.
Aren't you guys collecting heads?
Zara's over by the corpse, stripping the armor off.
Yes, we are. Charred and broiled, but yes, we are.
I mean, easy to collect those, and she's pointing to the ones that Mador cleanly sliced off. Good
Well,
job.
yes. Okay, we take the burlap sacks that these guys actually came with and collect them.
Right. That's it's a fair amount of heads, although some of them have been exploded, disintegrated, crushed, or in otherwise pulped, or otherwise reduced to not really being recognizable.
Not the hobgoblins.
No, that one is fine.
Shouldn't we be getting ready for the next assault if they're going to be coming?
We probably should.
Yep.
We will set sentries. Mador will be one. I will take the shift with him. Everybody else, get some rest. If you need any more healing, take care of that first. And if something comes, well, everyone will be awake very quickly. Otherwise, we will change the guard in 4 hours.
That works.
Yep, having yourself a bit of a rest. Who has the first watch?
I do.
And Leo.
Okay, so give me a perception each. You see nothing out of the ordinary. Who has the second watch?
I joined them after 2 hours because I only need 2 hours to sleep.
Right.
Then Estrella would take the second.
Right. Give us a guess. No, give us a perception roll.
And she also has dark vision, just saying.
Likewise.
Yep, you can't see anything out of the ordinary either. Except when light's starting to break. What in the world was that? You can see that inside of the fort on, or the castle on the wall, they seem to be building some sort of person-shaped wicker construction.
Damn.
Large
Seems-
enough that you can see it from where you are.
Do you see that? That can't be good.
Nope. They might have a prisoner that they want to torture.
But why make it so big? Do you think maybe revenge on the village? They want to see their people suffer? I mean, it was pretty obvious that we are fighting here.
How big is this wicker thing?
Large enough that you can see it from where you are, so you're going to have to assume at least 40 or 50 feet.
That's
What
way
the-
too big.
Maybe
Oh.
60 feet tall. And
Ah.
you do notice that there's a what's it called? A lot of vegetables and that sort of thing being added.
Yeah, we need to act on this now. This is not good.
What's not good?
Definitely not. Do you see what they are building over there?
Want me to burn it?
Well, we don't know what it is yet, but it can't be good with this size and that they started building it apparently when after our fight here.
That's what they want. If we stay out here, they gotta come out here sometime.
And
I'm
if
gonna
you first,
drop an occultism, see if this is some kind of magic stuff that they want to do.
Well, you've heard of the more primal people sometimes making effigies like that and burning enemies inside of them. You've never actually seen them add vegetables and herbs and spices to one, though.
This is so weird.
I could sneak up, set it on fire, get rid of it. It'll be fun.
well, apparently, if Preacher is correct, they want to set it on fire anyways. So maybe hold on of that.
Yeah, that's why we set it on fire before they're ready to set it on fire.
We don't
Good
know.
point.
We don't know if they are building it around the people, so they are already inside.
Well, then my vote is to stay here and prepare for the next onslaught.
Is Eode awake?
Nope, he's gonna have to be woken up if you want to have a chat.
What are the chances he will know anything about that kind of thing if it's magic?
I think our best bet for that would be Zara.
Possibly.
Seems pretty occulty.
Yeah, let's go wake Zara up.
Right, so you're waking up Zara. Zara's been woken up.
There's a strange contraption here over here that we want to have your counsel on.
Is it a siege engine?
We don't know what it is.
I don't know that we should worry about it if it's not a siege engine. That's a really long way to try to throw anything.
I'd rather know what it is, regardless.
I can try
Zara
to
will
sneak
go out and have a
closer.
look at it.
Yep. Give us a perception roll for Zara there. Oh. So, yeah, she can't see great at this range, but doesn't look like a golem or anything like that. There's something being loaded into the chest of this wicker contraption, and it looks like whatever's being loaded in there is fighting back and trying to trying to not be loaded in.
They're about to sacrifice somebody who doesn't want to be lit on fire in an effigy. I don't think we worry about it.
You just want to sit here while someone is being burned and cooked alive.
Do you want to be burned and cooked alive if we go and try to assault the castle?
No. But when we reach the castle, or when this damn ogre is coming out, promise me that you will make him suffer as long as possible. No easy death for him.
No, he's gonna die so that he doesn't have an opportunity to kill one of us. Torture is for like rulers and tyrants and things.
Even if he deserves it?
I'm no government official. Even though I'm out here doing government work for free. Ugh. I'm gonna go put my armor on. Zara stumbles back to her sleeping bag and starts putting her armor on.
Gotcha. What are the rest of y'all doing? I assume everybody's starting to get up at this point.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna make Hexpresso.
Espresso. Oh yeah, that'll definitely put hair on your chest and or wake you up. Whether
Awesome.
no matter what gender you are.
Do you think they could be loading the person that the Abbey wanted back or lost or whatever?
Could be.
That could
Either
be.
way, if this is their response to losing a sizable force, I'm not really interested in seeing them fulfill that.
Well, they're adding veggies and spices. They're probably going to eat them afterwards.
Well, I don't like the idea of someone eating anyone, so
Look, odds are they're gonna see us coming for the castle. They're gonna light the pyre anyways. It's a villager that they're using to try to lure out anyone dumb enough to be in the village.
Agreed.
True, this could be an attempt to get us to act hastily.
It's 100% that.
It could. Marisol, do we have any black bean brew?
Hexpresso. I hold out a cup and I'm a bit more cheerful and vibrating than normal.
Thank you.
GM,
Wow.
roll 5.
Yeah,
Bio
if
break?
we need 5, we can take a bio break. We've been going for a little while, so we'll be back at 8 minutes past 9 at the latest. That'll be 12 minutes. Should be more than enough for anybody.
to sleep at night. Say it ain't so. Please say it ain't so. Where do you go for divine delight? Is it someone I know? Someone from before? I know you so well, and I know how it feels when we fall. You're drifting away, and the wounds have turned into scars. It's tender, it's dark, and it's breaking my heart. Where do you go? In whose arms do you fall? Say it ain't so. Please say it ain't so. You know, forever ago, you were in my arms. We used to juggle at those who would know where to go. I know you so well, and I know how it feels when we fall. You're drifting away, and the wounds have turned into scars. It's tender, it's dark, and it's breaking my heart. I knew you so well. We all fall down. Yeah. I know you so well, and I know how it feels when we fall. You're drifting away, and the wounds have turned into scars. It's tender, it's dark, and it's breaking my heart. I know you so well, and I know how it feels when we fall. It's tender, it's dark, and it's breaking my heart.
Okay, good to go.
There we are. Sorry, everybody. Sometimes we have duties to perform before we can get going. That is just the long and short of it. So you've gotten up. You've had breakfast. You can see the effigy being made. I don't know what else you want to be doing.
Do you want me to send my vulture and investigate over there?
Yes, please.
I was just about to ask. Could you send Lyrian over towards the castle and see what is going on?
Also have a look around the other side. How many of them are on the walls, etc.
I will send Lyrian to scout around there, and I will also cast Animal Vision.
Okay, give me a moment. I gotta find some different pictures for you. But yeah, flying over. Hum. Let's see. Need more pictures. And need to be putting some of these things where they need to be. And all sorts of other things. There we are, I believe. Mostly. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm gonna be sharing vision with you in a moment.
And I can see and sense everything that it can.
Right. So he's flying over, having a look at the ground floor of this place. And you can see one large, much more muscular and well equipped than the other ogres, walking around with a leather apron around the wicker effigy that's being built, where they're loading in. Looks like they're going to load in maybe up to 15 people into that thing. They got a cage with a lot of people inside, where you can see a variety of humanoids captured in. You can't really read what's on the apron of this ogre, but it looks a lot like the sort of fun apron you buy for one of your friends before grilling at the air or something like that. And yeah, it looks like he's got two of his assistant chefs with him. You can't quite hear what they're saying, but they seem to be in a hurry, trying to get this effigy up and running. And then on the other side of the main building, on the first floor that you can see, is a horrid-looking, pudgy, elderly hag lying butt naked in the bathtub, whistling and
Great sight.
playing a flute.
But I see no sacred tree.
The tree is inside of the compound. I just forgotten to add it, but it's on the side with the bathtub and the hag.
Okay, cool. So no risk of it getting burnt from this effigy.
And you can hear her. You can hear her shouting like, Hurry up, you fat fools! The sisters need their meal.
Was there any reinforcements to the hole in the wall that we saw?
Nope.
Then I will break my connection for now and relay that information to them. Tell them that, yeah, there's more ogres, an ogre boss, and a hag talking about her sisters needing meals, so probably a few hags. And like 15 people being loaded into the effigy.
15.
We have to save them
Why do we have to save them?
because they're innocent and they're gonna be fed to hags.
Do you want to be fed to hags?
Well, we want to have strengthened hags because they are well fed?
I don't know much about hags. What do you think, Zara?
I don't like hags. Was it just the ogres and one hag?
One hag talking about her sisters needing to be fed. But that's only, on the first floor that I could see. If you want, I can continue to try to get them some other places.
Please do, Edemir. We need to know as
Like
much as
what?
we can.
You want me to try to make them fly through a window?
Just try and see as much as he can without making himself obvious.
I'm cleaning my rifle. I'm ready to go.
Well, then, just watch over my body because I won't be able to sense things for an hour while I'm watching through his eyes.
We're not doing this for an hour.
We don't have time for that.
No, you're right. Very well. Recall, Lyrian. We will move out for the castle.
But we're gonna go to the castle?
There are people to save. We cannot let them be burned and cooked, whatever, and fed to hags. The hags will get stronger. We will not
You see,
be able
you
to kill
guys
them.
you guys get on me saying that I march to my death all the time, wanting to kill, undead. Isn't this the same thing?
No, the undead are much nastier.
Much nastier than ogres and hags.
We're not having this discussion. You can stay if you want. I'm moving that direction. Preacher walks off.
I'm going with Preacher.
Well, I would certainly like to have a more prepared battlefield to have an advantage, but I certainly can't sit by when they are killing these many innocents.
They do know that I'm the one that's going to be thrown across the moat to swing the bridge, right? And without me, okay.
All right, so Preacher and Marisol are off. Who else are going?
Leo's heading out.
Zara's gonna follow along. She does
So
not
is
look happy
Medora.
though.
So is Medora.
I will follow in tiny fox form.
Yeah,
Well,
somebody
looks
said
like we
something
all
about a
go.
horde, so Eodi's in for sure.
Yodi is very easy to motivate like that.
I will tell Yodi that he can have my portion of some horde as long as he doesn't fireball the sacred tree or light the sacred tree on fire.
Deal.
That reminds me, Master Iodi. Leo flips him a gold coin. That was for the fireballs. Excellent timing.
Eodi's horde grows. More orcs shall be burned.
Yeah, before we got to bed last night, you got a gold coin from me as well. As you know, for your hoard.
Are you bringing Roran or
Lyrian.
Lyrian? I'm bringing Lyrian this time. Gotcha. I believe I've put everybody out on the field right now. So give us a stealth check for moving up. We're gonna go with Leopold being the leader of the group, giving us a stealth check.
Okay.
I can't see anyone.
We're
Click your
down.
token.
Ah, there. Yep.
So you have a pretty good idea of where they were, at least, last time Lyrian flew over.
Which side is the drawbridge on?
That would be there, roughly.
How long did it take us to get here?
Well, you weren't that far away. I mean, you could see in the direction, so maybe about a 15-minute travel time.
I can still use my senses on animal vision, so I'm
Hmm.
gonna have Lyrian do an update on positions.
Yep. He can confirm that they're in the same place. You can also hear terrible, terrible singing from that green hag as she's in the bath.
What about the piano? Is there still another bad pianist?
Nope. Pretty certain one of the orcs or hobgoblins you killed was the terrible pianist. So that's an upside.
Okay, so am I getting thrown across?
What was the distance? 20?
It's
25?
20.
20, yep.
Yeah. I should be able to toss you.
It was what we were working on last time.
Yeah.
I get slammed into the wall. Nice.
He goes supersonic, goes through the wall, kills the ogre on the other side, out through the wall on the other side again. Like a rail fox. No, it's just a beautiful, beautiful toss where he lands completely noiselessly on the one patch of moss, maybe a half a foot by half a foot that a preacher could see.
And I'm going to change back to my humanoid form and have Lyrian help me swing the drawbridge thing across the planks.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's a flat. It's gonna be a flat DC 8.
Can I assist with Mage Hand?
What? How much can a mage hand lift? Let's check.
5 pounds, I believe.
Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. So you can lift it. That shouldn't be an issue. But it's gonna be a flat DC 8 to try to do it quietly.
DC 8 on what and
You just
for
roll
me
a-
or Lyrian?
You just roll a D20 and you want to get 8 or more. No modifiers.
Well, if only that first roll was in the box. First roll was an 18.
Well, the second one's good enough. You actually do manage to get the drawbridge over without causing any sound at all. So now y'all can start.
Nice.
This is where the drawbridge is now. So y'all can start moving over as however you want to.
Single file, or can we go double file? What?
You could go double file, yeah.
Are we into rounds or do we just want to move all at once?
I'm already over there from
So as long as you don't move into the castle itself, you are probably able to avoid starting rounds yet. Man, Xian's character constantly giving me a hankering for potato chips. light bulk or less heightened bulk 1. Well, you could have actually used that mage hand then. Good to know for next time.
You had to do a little research on exactly how the
Yeah, I think 5
magic
pounds.
item worked.
That's us being stuck back in
Oh yeah.
first edition rules. Or 3.5.
So there's no walkways on the inside of the walls.
Nope, it's not a big castle. It's not a very well made castle either. Pretty much got walls, but manning them is, well, it's made to keep shit out or force it to come over the drawbridge and in through the killing field. From the look of it, there used to be walkways, wooden ones, but everything you can see inside this castle tells you that there's been a lot of fire involved. And it's just the orcs seem to have started rebuilding, but orcs are not known as fantastic architectural engineers, so they haven't gotten that far with it yet. So, what's the plan, Daddy-O's? Who's going to be doing what? You can now hear screeching in fear and panicked chittering from various races as they're being loaded into the effigy, and the hag has started a particularly terrible rendition of the ballad of Thistle and Cress, and how it's okay to be cousins and still love each other.
Oh, that's just rude.
Can we shoot her, please?
Well,
Leopold, choose everything on the hag, or do we go save first?
the hag will come if we try to save first, but they'll probably come to us if we start with the hag. So we're gonna meet all of them.
I would
Let's
say
let us try for the people first.
We could
The-
make them come to us. If I shoot the giant we can see from here, they'll probably all come running into this field in the middle.
I would have said we take the hag out first because we know there is more than one, and if we can at least one taken by surprise.
Debate less, choose Leopold.
Think there's any traps in there?
Estrella, go for the hag.
All right.
Preacher, Mado, go after the ogres. Marisol, go with them. Edamir, ogres. I will go with Estrella. Shout if there is any problem.
Gotcha.
Okay,
So,
so
before they go through the door, I'm gonna pat Preacher on the back, and Yodi's gonna cast Echoing Weapon on him.
ooh, very nice.
And I am going to pat Lyrian and cast Thundering Dominance on him.
Ooh, Thunderbird. I'm certain the
Weapon.
local Thurges will be happy about that. Right, I'm gonna need a stealth roll from Estrella.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, where does she want to go?
She wants to move. Now I have to see how far I can move again. Stealth is half. So far I can only move towards I think this wall over here. That should be most I can move. But it at least disrupts the line of sight to the ogres.
Right. Anybody else gonna do anything, or are you waiting for Estrella to kind of do her thing?
I'm
waiting.
gonna follow after Medor and Preacher. I'm not gonna go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her one more round to move up.
Right. Estrella, feel free to be moving.
All right.
When the fight starts, I will.
Are there any windows in these outbuildings around here?
There are several,
see.
actually.
Do I see any movement in any of those windows?
Yeah.
You do not. But give me
Uh,
a perception roll.
yeah.
Estrella, that's the 30 you wanted to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty much hidden, and from here I can mark her for death in the next round.
Okay.
No problem on my perception.
Nope. You do not see any movement through the windows to the right or to the left, but the big building in the front, there's obviously candles and lighting and everything in there, and you see for a moment you saw some blue flickering, like a very bright blue light.
As we're walking through the door, I'm going to cast haste on Zara, and I'm going to hand her one of these Dracar mutagens that I have in my pocket. And Yoda looks at Zara and he goes, "I know there are many nasty things in here. In case of emergency, stick this into your neck. Trust me."
Okay.
Leo's going to try and sneak after Estella.
Okay, give us a stealth roll, sir. Oh yeah, so he can get 40 on this turn. Sneaking in, being all sneakified. Sneaky-like.
It's 25. There's 15.
Okay.
He's going
So-
to leave Cherek with Mado and Preacher.
Right, and I think that is pretty much where we're going to be going into initiatives. So Estrella first.
Yeah. Mark of death on the hag, and that's
Yeah.
its reaction.
That's a 3 action. Okay,
Sadly.
fair enough. You hear humming, boom, boom, inside. Ich bin glücklich, sehr, sehr glücklich. It's, yeah, the ogres are sharpening their knives. One of them's cutting vegetables. And, generally having a good time stuffing a lot of people up into that effigy. Well, that takes us to Preacher.
Okay, since we haven't blown stealth yet, I'm gonna try and move up to the corner of that building in stealth.
Give us a stealth roll, sir.
That might not succeed.
Yeah, Preacher moves up, but not being a rogue, he has to move over open ground, and he is spotted by one of the ogres who goes, "Ah! Dimension hast arrived. Go make them essen." And that's, 40. That's one move for Preacher, if I'm not wrong.
Yep. Well, that ogre is in the way very much. I don't know if I can actually get past. Don't know if I want to try and get past.
You could try an acrobatics or athletics over it or under it. Gonna say that's gonna be a DC 17 though.
Mm-hmm. Let's see now how far I can get. Ooh, I can't even reach the other guys. It's way too far. The math doesn't work well. No, I'm gonna run up and hit the guy.
Gotcha.
So
Sometimes
it's
you
gonna be
just have
one
to hit the guy.
swing.
Yep. I'm assuming you're in stance.
Yeah.
That, my good man, is a hit. 12 damage. Smacks that ogre pretty well. The ogre sous chef gets himself a punch.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Why did Preacher throw attack number 3 instead of attack number 1?
Actually, I did really wrong, but it's still the same damage I hit. I should have
Yeah,
had
but
a lot more.
But it's at a
that hit is a
plus
critical,
10.
sir. So re-roll your damage.
Uh-huh.
And you get the sonic damage from the echoing weapon. Don't forget that.
An extra +1 then.
27 total instead. Yeah, that is and a clap of thunder as Preacher kind of flat punches him and gets that sonic damage as well, building up. The ogre is rattled. He's shook. He is not having a great time. Good hit from Preacher there. That takes us to Enemy.
Okay, Lyrium will move there.
Yeah, he's up over that building. And Edemir's going to be moving up there.
Hmm. 60 foot. Oh, I will move again.
Gotcha. Up onto that corner there.
Yep.
Right. That takes us to Leopold.
Okay. Leo will move up behind Estrella.
Yep. Doesn't actually have line of sight on that hag yet.
Mm, He's going to command Cherek to move his full. Yeah, he's going to pick that corner behind the building. And that, I believe, is my 3 turns.
Okay. That takes us to Zara. She has been hasted, as far as I'm aware.
Yes.
Nyum.
Gonna move there, and then Zara is going to Ray of Frost, the ogre, past Preacher.
Huh. I'll be a son of a biscuit. Zara's got spells. Okay, go for it. Bork, bork, bork. Yep. That is a hit. For 11. That ogre sous chef is starting to take some damage.
And then Zara's gonna move over here with her 4th action.
Okay, got it. The ogre sous chef, angry as something very angry, is first of all going to try to bite Preacher. That is a hit. For 11 damage. Preacher is now grabbed by that ogre. And it is going to try to bite him again. And bites Preacher again for 9 damage. And you can see wounds on that ogre starting to close as it's kind of gnawing on Preacher, but it on its last action, it lets go of him, realizing that this person is not actually just made of meat with a hard outer shell, and reaches for its axe to go smashing him instead. And the Entremetier is also an ogre chef. He's going to move up and try to smack Preacher with the great axe. Hitting him for 9 slashing damage. That takes us to Marzal.
Yeah, so I want to move over here
Mm-hmm.
and shoot.
You're gonna shoot the sous chef, I assume. Yeah, that's the only
Yeah,
one you
that's
can
the
see.
only one I can see.
Yeah.
I have plenty range, so
Preacher pie, complete with earthenware dish. Yeah, that is a hit. They're big. They're not really that hard to actually land a blow on. They're just tough as balls.
and then I move even closer.
Okay, gotcha. And that takes us to Mado.
Prepare for anything coming through the door.
Gotcha. So, yep, that is 2 moves, and then preparing for anything coming through the door. Got it. Yodi.
Yes. I'm gonna spend my turn walking.
These boots were made for walking.
And that'll do.
Gotcha. Okay, then. Estrella.
Hmm. Hmm. I am still missing my fast movement while sneaking. So, hoping that she is distracted from the noise on the other side of the house and not looking down the corridor here. I try to sneak up to the chair. Probably
Okay.
not really big, but the only hiding spot I can see there.
And I believe you have that?
There's also a tree somewhere in there, right?
Right, the tree.
Yep, the tree is there. That is true.
Good,
There is a
good
tree.
point. I will try to sneak to the tree. I don't know where it is.
That would be roughly there.
Okay, so also pretty far, but the tree may give me a little bit of better cover.
Let's see if I can add a tree here somewhere.
Nailed it.
Good enough. It is shocking how beautiful that is.
Okay, so that would be
There we are.
yeah.
Tree has been
Okay,
added.
so as I said, I hope that she is distracted enough for me to sneak along the wall.
Well, we're
And
gonna see because you do not have the feat that lets you sneak from cover to cover without getting spotted. So you are going to need to beat a 28.
ouch. Okay, that's a lot, but I don't know what she has. So yeah, I'm sneaking up to the corner and doing my roll, and then I will see if she reacts to me or not.
Yep. She does not.
Woohoo!
You actually managed to get down and crawl like a Navy SEAL and get up behind that tree, being
Perfect.
completely unspotted.
At least one skill that works. But yeah, that since I can only move half speed while sneaking at the moment, that takes my whole turn.
Got
My
it.
normal movement is 25, so
Right. The green hag gets up in the bathtub and yells, "Ah! Perverts! Perverts! They've come to spy on me while I'm bathing! Sisters, beware!" And then she moves up, spots Leopold, and let us see here. She is gonna do an acid splash. Actually, against Leopold, which he does manage to dodge as the glob of acid just kind of flies past him. And you can hear her like, "Real fast, baby! There's a pervert here looking at me." And to Leopold's probably very unhappy situation, a huge ass ogre in a chef's apron comes crashing through the windows and then moves up to engage him.
Ach, unglaublich.
As the doors fly up. And let's see. Find that image here. Another old, horrid-looking lady comes shuffling out. Mador gets an attack of opportunity because he's been waiting. Ow. That's a hit, but not a critical. $14 damage. And she is going to cast a lightning bolt that's going to hit Mador, Edamir, and Cherik. So let's see here. I am going to need a... What's her spellcasting thingamajigger here? DC 22 reflex save. So Cherik saves, the others take
What
full
was it?
damage. DC 22 reflex.
Reflex.
Okay. Ooh. So Edamir, we're gonna need your reflex save as well. So you also get hit by that lightning bolt. Edamir luckily saves, so for Cherik and Edamir, that's 22 electricity damage. For Mador, that's 45. As she cackles and kind of electrocutes in the best Sith style everybody in front of her. Which takes us to Preacher.
Tactical question. Is it enough with a 5-foot step back to get around the corner and not allowing the second ogre to attack me?
Yeah, I'm going to say so.
All right.
But that would take you out of range of the one you're fighting.
Which means I will have to hit him twice first.
Ah, yes.
And then take the step back.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Indeed.
Ooh, that is one miss and one critical. 33. Yeah, Preacher gets up and gives him a solid blow to the chest, and with the extra oomph from the sonic damage, just stops his heart with a flat-handed punch. The ogre falls down dead. They're gonna need to put out an ad for a new sous chef.
Is the 5-foot step the end of my last action?
You can step up to 10 if you want to.
All right, then I'll step back here out of range, and I'll actually chug a healing potion.
Gotcha.
I have in my quick slots in my sleeves. So I shake out a potion through one of my sleeve pouches and chug that. I think they are the kind that gives us 2d8, but you never specified it was mine or well, what kind it was that we got.
Creature gets 24 hit points back.
Ooh, good ones.
That takes us to Edamir.
Hmm. I will have Lyrian fly there.
Flappity, flappity, flappity. Gotcha.
And I guess command them to do Thundering Dominance. So it's a will save.
Huh. Okay. That is a 22.
He passes. I don't know if it's half damage on a pass or not.
What is? Let's see. What does the thing actually do?
You shroud the target powerful. Yep. Thundering roar. The target unleashes a powerful vocalization. Each enemy in a 10-foot emanation takes 48 sonic damage with a basic will save against my spell DC. Creature that fails its will save also frightened 1.
Yeah, that's gonna be a half damage on the thing. I was wrong, by the way. It's only a 5-foot step unless you're a tiger monk, which I had on Friday, which is what confused me there.
Okay.
You only step 5 anyway. Huh? Yep. Edamir.
7 there. I'm going to try to run past this hag. Tiny fox, so I'm tiny.
Yep. Scuttling in through a window. No issue for you.
Around where's the hole in the wall that the ogre?
He went straight through in a line there. He didn't break the wall. He just jumped through windows. There's a lot of windows on this general in this building.
And that'll be my turn.
That'll be your turn. Gotcha. That takes us to Leopold.
Was there a window next to Leo?
Yes, there is.
He hunter's marks the Ogre King, something like that.
It's just an ogre barbecue chef, but yeah.
Okay, the ogre barbecue chef, and then dives through the window to his right.
Gotcha. Give us a. You're not in fox form or anything, so I'm gonna need a DC 10 athletics to not cut himself on the glass. Oh, wow! Ow. He goes straight through. There's one window pane that's open and one that's closed. He goes straight through the closed one, taking 5 slashing damage on the way.
Fair. At least he's out the way. Okay.
And that was him.
One move left.
Yep.
He's going to command Cherek to move up right next to the storm hag.
Gotcha.
Sorry, bear boy, you're on your own.
Okay then. And now, Zara.
Zara has a mighty dislike of that storm hag. She's going to do a exploit vulnerability on the thing.
Mm-hmm. As Zara really hates hags, I'm gonna say that's a success.
Excellent. Any weaknesses or anything I know about?
She knows that storm hags don't. They don't suffer any sort of visual impairment from mist, storms, rain, water, clouds, that sort of thing. They'll just see straight through it. They're immune to electricity, and they are weak to cold iron.
Weak to cold iron, you say?
Yeah. They're also immune to most wind type spells, like gust of wind, that sort of thing won't bother them none.
Zara's then going to move here. And she is going to swing her hammer.
Yeah. Sora's socks are now pretty much holding a full-on concert. The rest of you can hear singing, more or less, from Sora's boots. From some sort of war song being chanted. And that's it.
It's going to be 11 damage, and it's going to trigger her cold iron weakness.
Ooh. That's
So
going to be
however much
16.
extra damage. 16,
Gotcha.
I like that. And then Zara's going to swing again.
El whammo. The second one's also a hit. That's another 14. Okay. Yeah. The how large is Lyrian right now?
Medium.
Medium. Okay. In that case, the ogre. Well, Lyrian's made of meat, and the ogre Entremetier is it's a simple beast. So first, it's going to try to smack Lyrian with the axe and miss. Then it's going to try to bite Lyrian. Ooh, what's Lyrian's AC? Well, it's not a
20,
critical.
I believe.
21, actually. It's not a critical, but it is a hit. That is 12 damage to Lyrian. And Lyrian is now grabbed in the ogre's jaws and gets bitten again for another 15. As that ogre's just kind of chomping down on the poor vulture, and also healing its own wounds while it's at it. Speaking of healing wounds, it's Marisol. Why would we say Marisol when speaking healing wounds? She's no healer.
She has absolutely no healing abilities whatsoever.
She's no harm assist. So
Yes, and she will now whisper to her gun, take aim, and shoot the hag.
Gotcha. Oh, wow. Those are terrible rolls.
Yes, they are.
And she actually misses and catches fire.
Yeah, which means she drops the gun and tries to put out the fire on her arms. Yay!
Yep. So that's a flat 15. Mm. Nope. So that's going
I'm
to be
burning.
That's going to be 5 fire damage to Marisol, and it's Mador's turn.
Swing on a prayer.
$20, but that is with flanking, so that's a hit. It is not good to be this storm hag right now. So Mador smacks her with the glaive, and then smacks her with the glaive again.
Still regular hit.
Still a regular hit. So close though. Yeah, she ain't dancing for sure.
And one more for good measure.
That's a miss, but not a critical miss. Taking us over to Master EOD.
Yes, I will point the wand of manifest missiles at the storm hag. I'm going to do a 2-action missile on her.
Yep. Pew pew. That definitely hurts her.
And I will use my last action to attempt to put out the fire that is on the person standing next to me.
Go for it. So close.
Okay, that's my turn.
She's still on fire. That takes us to Estrella.
Yeah. And sadly, the heck moved, so I have the same distance again that I had before I sneaked over to the tree. I well, so far she has not spotted me, so I try to continue that. Trying to well, give me a moment. Yeah, now trying to sneak over here to the chair, trusting that she's still looking downwards to her lover, it appears.
Well, that's going to be another DC 28 stealth.
Yep. Oh my freaking god.
How? Okay,
I
then.
don't know. Hoping that she is not moving out of reach again, I am waiting.
Okay. Well, she's going, sister! And then she's kind of flopping her way down, still with all of her horrid jiggly bits, kind of just moving about. And she's actually going to move up and flank Sarah, who is now finding herself the meat in a hagwitch, and probably not too pleased about that. Vilfras, however, shouts, Scheiße Perversen! I shall eat your liver! And it's running in after Leopold. Misses with the first attack with the ogre hook. The second one, however, lands true for 39 piercing damage. And the Storm Hag, none too pleased with the situation right now. Like, yeah, Wilfas, you silly bugger! You must save me from this crazy hag hunter. And she's gonna claw at Zara. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Her claws kind of crackle with electricity as she attacks, and she slashes Zara for 22.
How much of that was electric?
3.
Okay, I reduced that by 2.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's going to be a 20 total. And she's going to try to slash Zara again. Misses. Not by much, but by enough that she's not going to try it a third time. Speaking of third time's a charm, it is Preacher's turn.
Oh boy. Everything happening all at once. According to my measurements, that is actually only a 5-foot step.
That should be correct, sir.
Okay, it's time to make this guy release our vulture. Two flurry blows.
That's 2 hits. Actually, he's still flanked by the vulture, so one of them's a critical. Reroll the second one, please.
Okay. Ah, god dang it, sorry.
That's okay. So that's a total of 45 plus 2, 47 total. Yeah, that ogre is smacked fiercely.
Fill up.
Wham, 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 wham. And I do believe you have one more action, don't you?
Yes, and this is going to be the final one that gets the sonic damage.
Okay. 18 plus. That's it. Smacked with the
This one
powerful.
gets actually 3 sonic damage as well.
Oh,
3
another
hits of.
another 18. Yeah, that ogre is now very, very hurt. Still has Lyrian in his jaws though, and is chewing on Lyrian, trying to force him down. It's actually got a finger up, trying to push Lyrian into his mouth. Speaking of, it's Edemir's turn.
Does Lyrian get a negative to biting back with his jaws attack?
Nope. That's it. Lyrian shows the ogre who's the true predator here by just kind of angling his long neck down and tearing out the ogre Entremetier's throat, killing it.
Then I will sudden bolt the ogre that's near me, which is a basic reflex save.
Ah. Sudden bolts. Gotcha. That is a success.
He got a success.
Yeah. Successful save. So gonna reduce the damage a bit, which he needed because that would have hurt. Managed to dodge the worst of the effect, but he's definitely injured.
And my last thing is I'll have Lyrian fly over there.
I believe I can. Well, it's Leopold's turn.
Okay, and then Cherek's going to attack the storm hag.
Gotcha. That's it. She grunts as Cherik kind of gnaws on her.
Okay, Leo's going to attack the barbecue chef.
Very well.
Single shot with the bow.
That's a hit. For 12 total. Not bad.
And then he's going to dive out the window again.
Very well.
So he tumbles his way to the window.
Yeah, give us another DC 10.
It's my liver. Follow this. Oh,
Wow.
Second time.
Leo turns, throws himself towards the wall. And there's a thump sound as he hits the wall because there's no window against that wall, only 5 feet away on the other side. That's just a regular wall, and takes 4 bludgeoning damage, and stays where he is. That could potentially become a problem for him. Speaking of problems, it's Sarah's turn, and she's probably angling to become somebody's problem.
Help!
Zara's gonna make a duplicate of herself here.
Gotcha.
Don't move me though, because I don't need to actually move. And then I'm going to swing once at the storm hag.
Go for it. That's a critical. Yeah.
Triggers for weakness.
Sarah's strong dislike of hags makes itself known as she just crushes the head of that storm hag, killing it instantly.
Zara then swings at the green hag. Correction, I'm going to exploit vulnerability the hag.
Go for it. same weakness, cold iron, in addition to being slightly more resistant to magic than most hags. And that is
And I
with,
am flanking with myself.
that is with flanking with yourself, playing with yourself. She still does manage to dodge the blow, though.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Marisol, who is just on fire this fight.
Yeah, literally. I'm just gonna try doing something about that.
Wow.
Nope.
Nope. Marisol ends up taking 10 fire damage this turn as she spreads it from her arms to the rest of her body.
Ah!
Cherik, Mador's turn.
Right, I'll take move right behind Zara and swing.
Swing on the green hag. Go for it. That's a critical. Wow. It is hard being a hag today. That is a solid blow. That green hag takes the glaive straight to her shoulder. And you can see her collarbone. She is in pain. And second one's a hit. There we are. She has taken a bit of a beating, but she's still up and running. Speaking of up and running, it is Eoti, Eater of Hags.
So the Wand of Manifold Missiles or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and make it hit the green hag.
Gotcha.
Nice. And then I will do a 2-action Scorching Ray to hit the hag and the big ogre bro.
Go. Go for it, sir.
We'll go hag first and then ogre roll.
Hag, that is actually a miss. And ogre, that's also actually a miss. Dang.
Fantastic. And then I'll use my last roll to try to put the fire out on Marisol.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I
Damn,
did
it is
literally
hard
nothing.
being Marisol these days. That takes us to Estrella.
Yeah. With 2 moves, I can move behind the green hag
Okay.
with 2 actions. So I can finally attack.
Yeah.
You can't
Shiny.
stop right there because I'm standing there.
Yeah. She's actually.
Yeah, well, I don't see her on the map.
That's because there's 2 of me.
Yeah. So you can get up there. That wouldn't make the hag too far away, though, for
Yeah.
a regular stab.
Well, I did see the ogre going to Leopold, so but I only saw that Zara was standing there when I moved in. No. Okay. Well, I can't attack from here, so I will instead move back to the window here. Don't have much of a choice. I can't reach there. Out of reach is out of reach.
Okay. Means it's the hag's turn.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And I have to trust them to take her down.
What's this do? Ah, the hag is gonna. She breathes out a terrible cloud of the worst halitosis you have ever been subjected to, and that's gonna be a. What's the DC here? DC 20 Fortitude for Zara, Mador, and Cherik.
Does this provoke attacks of opportunity?
It does not. Oof. So that is see, where's those effects? you feel weakened by the terrible halitosis, and you are all enfeebled 1. And then she is gonna try a claw attack at Zara. That's a natural 20. Oof. And a whiff. That's a total of 14 damage to Zara from the Hag's Claw. And Vilfras is shouting, "You come here! Want to look at my lady naked? I will have your kneecaps as earrings!" And, he is attacking Leopold.
Hover want to see your lady.
Ooh. That is another critical on Leopold for 41 damage. And he is not done. He's smacking Leopold again. That's a regular hit for 16 damage.
Leopold's still standing.
And he's going to hit Leopold again for another 12 damage. That is a total of 69 damage this turn.
Nice.
What was the middle one, Shoggy?
The middle one was 16. So Leopold goes down.
Is Leopold down?
Oh, he is very down. He is also
I will
very,
use
very
my
hit.
reaction and cast Martyr's Intervention.
What does that do? Martyr's Intervention. Okay. What the hoo-ha does that do?
A creature within range would take damage that reduces it to 0 hit points. You shield the creature in dire need with your own life force, taking the harm upon yourself to save their life. The target is reduced to 1 HP instead of 0 points. All remaining damage that was prevented from harming that target is dealt to me, and both of us become wounded 1.
Okay, then. So that will... Oh, I gave Roran some effects he shouldn't be having. So that takes Leopold to 1 hit point, and that means Edamir is going to be taking maths. I'm going to say the 2 second attacks, so that's going to be 28 damage, and both are wounded 1. Leopold is, however, rescued from a fate worse than death. Actually, a fate that would have been death, so...
Thank you, Adamir.
So I take 28?
28, yes. That sends us to Preacher.
Okay. Can I see through those windows between me, the ogre, and can I see Leopold as well? I think I see 2 windows.
You can see that the ogre is beating the ever-loving shit out of somebody, but you don't know who it is.
All right. I'm gonna crash in through the window there.
All right, that's going to be a DC 15 acrobatics. No, or athletics. Tomato. One of them.
Skills. Yep.
He's fine. Crashes through the window gracefully, not taking a single cut.
Since I probably see now that Leopold is getting beaten bloody, I'm gonna try and trip this ogre.
Oh, okay, go for it.
This is literally an athletics attack.
Yep.
Target's reflex.
He stays on his
45.
feet.
I'm going to use a hero point to re-roll that because I think this is a key to keeping Leopold alive.
Gotcha.
Doesn't matter.
Nope. Still stays on his feet.
Then I'll just hit him once. And hopefully he'll take me as a target instead. Hang on, can I actually do that instead? If I try and push, the guy, shove, that's also a possibility. Will he be out of reach of Leopold?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll try and do that instead. We already lost one of our membership to something like this, and I'm not going to happen again. 21.
21.
42. DC.
42. Okay, let me check here. Can't even budge him. He is so massive.
Oh well. He's at least annoyed by me now.
So that is Edemir's turn.
Can I lean out the window?
Yes, you can.
And I will see Marisol, chuckle at her on fire, and be like, I had other plans for this spell, but it's good enough. And I cast Personal Rain Cloud on her.
Okay.
Thanks.
that is gonna put her out. Yeah,
It puts her out, gives her fire resistance 2, and she has a rain cloud over it for a minute.
Okay, then. She looks very depressed, but she's actually very happy about that, I assume. So yeah, sure. That's well, if any party actually needs somebody with that spell, it's this party. So.
I'm going to have Lyrian fly over here. And command to attack.
Gotcha. That is a miss, sadly.
All right.
Is that Edemir's turn?
That'll be it.
That'd be it. That takes us to Leopold. Not entirely certain how he's alive, but still alive.
And very thanks for. Can Jarek get past Mado to attack that ogre?
Yeah, you can move through friendlies as long as they don't actively try to stop you.
Okay, well, he just blindly charges through.
Rarg.
Which is barefoot. Excuse me.
Terribly sorry. Terribly. Yeah.
He's a very polite young bear. Good mate. 23.
23. Let us see if that is a hit or not. It is not. He chomps on him, but he does not actually manage to hit him.
Okay. Where is the nearest window that Leo can get through?
That would be up here.
Right. Okay. Leo is going to spend an action to attack the ogre.
Well, pardon me, old chap. Yep. Well, puts an arrow straight into skin that's so thick that he doesn't actually get injured by it.
Yep. And then he's just going to drag himself. Can he go through or to the window?
Well, he can go to the window, or he could try a DC 15 athletics to get through it this turn.
Okay.
If you roll another one.
Oh, I know. 23.
he does manage to get through the window without cutting himself up and actually going into dying again.
Yeah, so he rolled through the window with a big, oh god, that hurt. Injure mark.
Yep. And that takes us to Zara.
Excellent. first action we are going to do is swing at the green hag.
That is a hit. Oof.
And
Yep.
triggers her weakness.
She goes down. It's a creature. Sara just smashes her head again, managing to place herself as the premier killer of hags currently in the party.
Can I see through there?
You can see through the door, yeah.
Then there's going to just be a second Zara standing behind the ogre all of a sudden.
Yep.
And then I'm going to swing at the ogre boss.
Yep. Nope, that is a miss. She hits him, but she doesn't actually manage to hurt him.
And my last action will be casting shield.
Gotcha. That takes us to Marisol.
Yeah, no longer on fire, dancing in my own little private rain cloud. I'm gonna move here.
Yep.
And then I'll shoot that dude with my dueling pistol.
Oh, go for it. 24. And that is going to be a hit.
For 12.
Yeah, he seems mighty annoyed at being shot by a small, insignificant creature like yourself.
And then I'll just swing my whip and make an interesting noise while reloading my pistol.
Okay. And that takes us to Mador.
I just got to move up 5 feet.
Yeah. That is going to be up there, basically.
So that will that give me all 3 attacks?
Then it'll give you 2. $19 plus 2, 21. That's a miss. And 19. That's another miss. He's just ridiculously hard to actually injure. Mador gives him some paper cuts, but he doesn't actually slice up anything important. Eodi's turn.
Okay. Pointing the wand and then my hand with all my fingers pointing at him. I'm going to use my wand missile and I'm going to do a 3-action magic missile at the ogre boss.
Oh.
Because rolling to hit is for nerds.
Okay, then. That's going to be 14 damage to him from the barrage of missiles.
Pew pew! And that's my
I like how it was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the dice can count.
Pew 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 pew. Yep. Eodi manages to injure him quite significantly, and it is Estrella's turn.
Yeah. She saw how Leo got beaten. She hates that guy anyway, so actually she is taking out a different weapon, moving behind that guy, and attacks.
Oh, with the Sebastian Kopesh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this thing is
She wants
made
it
of-
dead.
made of some sort of green tinged bronze. And that is a hit with flanking.
Remember this? You... And then she just swears something in Orcish.
Ooh, wow. He goes, "What? You?"
And it is a finesse weapon, so I also get my 2d6.
Yes, you do. For another. Captain Estrella, I thought you were dead. I'll remedy that situation right now. And then he is going to go all in on attacking Estrella.
Nimble dodge, +2 to AC.
Well, that takes that from a critical to just a hit. So that is 21 piercing damage from the first attack. And 33 piercing damage from the second attack.
That hurt, but I'm still standing.
You're still standing. Then he is going to go for it again.
And I'm going, if it hits, I'm going to hero point.
Okay, he does actually hit on that third one. But you're going to use a hero point. So Estrella just barely manages to dodge, and he smashes the armor behind her instead. That takes us to Preacher.
Well, this guy needs a little bit more force, so I gather up some key force and punch him again. So +1 to hit on these two.
One is a hit, one is a miss.
This one is an extra D6.
Oof. Yeah, that is a flub damage roll if I ever saw one. Okay.
10.
Okay.
Well,
Still
one
have
more
2
strike.
actions left.
No, that was 2 strikes. So
Yeah. So you have one more.
one left. Probably miss.
Nope. That is a big old miss. Yeah. That takes us to Elamir.
All right, Lyrian will move in, and I'll command him to attack.
Scree! Or cry, whatever. I don't know what kind of sound vultures make. We don't have them in Norway. And that is a miss. He chomps on the shoulder, but the ogre just kind of flexes his muscle, and the beak can't actually gain any purchase.
Then I will cast Sudden Bolt, so a basic reflex save.
Gotcha. Boom, 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 boom. That is a success, so he's gonna take half damage. Ooh, still a nasty hit. He is now kind of wobbling, obviously very injured, but he ain't going down yet.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay, off to Leopold.
Well, Cherek really isn't happy with this ogre, so he kind of roars at the guy and attacks him.
Yep, smacks him, but can't really do anything.
Okay, he will try again.
Nope.
Okay, well, Leo will lean through the window and make a bow shot.
Pyong, that's a hit. Pyong. Huh. Pyong, pyong. Chao, ching, wow. Wow, okay. He is now very, very injured, wobbling on his feet, but still standing.
Is that my turn?
You gave Roran and then you shot once, so you still have one action left.
Okay, in that case, he will use Hunted Shot. That goes like this. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Really?
and yeah.
Oh, come on.
You guys are cursed.
How?
You're cursed.
Um,
Nice.
Roll a d20. On 10 or more, that's a hit on Preacher. On 10 or less, that's a hit on Sarah. Well, that's a hit on Preacher. Roll your damage, sir.
5. 6.
That's going to be 6 damage to Preacher from an arrow to the back. Impressive.
I'm gonna have words.
That is the second time in one day Leopold shoots Preacher.
Double bomb. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's impressive. Only thing that could have made that better was maximum damage as well. And that takes us to Zara.
We're gonna do the lore check on this guy.
Don't actually know anything about him.
Very rude. So we're gonna do the next best thing, which is a trip attack. Zara's gonna spin her hammer around so that the hook is forward, and she's going to try to yank him off his feet.
Go for it. That is is that a reflex or fortitude?
Reflex.
She does actually manage to trip him. He lands on his back.
Now we're gonna try to bonk him in the head.
That is a miss.
And for my fourth action, we're just gonna swing another time.
Oh yeah, hasted. Forgot about that. Oh, for the love of Pete. Nope, that's a miss. That takes us to Marisol.
Well, I'm gonna shoot again.
That is a miss.
Then I'll reload it manually and shoot again.
Okay. Lord
Cuts!
Almighty. You guys and your dice. It's gonna get the entire party killed. Mador. Now you get your full 3 attacks.
And it is at a +4 because he is prone.
Yep. That is a hit from Mador. For 7 damage, which is enough. Mador moves up, drives his glaive straight into his heart, and he dies.
No one will suffer from your hands any longer. And just because she can, she's ramming her weapon into his throat.
Captain Estrella.
Probably no time for chit chat. The hag mentioned sisters, and we only saw one.
Yeah.
And however, having gone 45 minutes overtime and knowing people need to go to work tomorrow morning, I think we do need to raid and pick up the RP from next session on.
Holiday tomorrow.
Not here.
It's a holiday tomorrow.
President's Day. My company has it as one of the paid holidays.
Nice.
Right, so we're
I was
gonna
off
let
Friday too, so I had a nice long weekend.
Tolmar find somebody to raid. We'll be back next Sunday, continuing on with the assault on Castle Montfort. Everybody's still fresh, unharmed, and ready to fight, basically. So that's gonna be nice.
Werewolf is there.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
We are, and we will jump over to the